Hello, everyone, and welcome to Enter the Arena studio sessions brought to you by Pure Sports as we count down to the SLPL 2026. The Sri Lanka Padel League returns from the 18th to the 21st June at Padel House CRNFC, and over the next few days, we'll be catching up with the teams, the players, the partners, and personalities that make this league what it is. Joining me today are representatives from one of the league's original franchises, the Allah Archers. We have Asari, who joins the franchise this year as team manager. Upeka, one of the key players in the Allah Archers squad. And Chaithika from Black Knight, principal sponsor of the Allah Archers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For those watching at home, let's start with some introductions. Tell us who you are, your role within the family, and what brings you to the SLPL 2026. Let's start with you, Asari.
So I'm Asari Damagara. So I'm the manager. So that is the designation given. But as the manager, I do little bit of not everything, but lot of things.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah. So I talking to the players, checking what they need. I think when we play, maybe the strategies, pairings, how we would do things, and then I work with the owners to see exactly how we can pitch. But we have very good owners who are hands-on, so easy to work with them, and who we have known each other for a long time. So at the moment, something new, and I think I have been brought into this position also because I have played tennis, and in career during time of tennis I captained Sri Lanka, and so there is some synergy that I can bring into the team as a former captain for strategy and to see how it can go. So enjoying the everything at the moment and looking forward to the league.
And Upeka?
I'm Upeka Vijayaratna. I'm a player for Allah Archers. I started paddle as a hobby.
Yeah. Didn't we all?
Yeah.
Didn't we all?
And now it's become very competitive, and I love it because I used to be very competitive when I was a tennis player, and I missed it. So it's a great transition from tennis to paddle. Yep.
And are you enjoying being one of the key players in the squad?
I am.
Is it a lot of pressure?
It's a lot of pressure, but I'll take it as it comes.
And Chaithika?
Yes, I'm Chaithika Rajapaksha. I would say I'm the principal sponsor for the Al Archers team, and I represent Black Knight, and I'm coming from a background that the Capital Maharaja Group is the group of organization which the Black Knight is one of our leading brand. And yeah, of course, I think I'm making their lives easier.
Well, it's always interesting because we've got three very different perspectives sitting here. We've got one person helping run the team, one of the players will be competing on court, and a sponsor is chosen to back the franchise. Let's talk about the Allah Archers themselves. They were part of the SLPL from day one. Last season, perhaps didn't go exactly the way the team would have wanted to. What has the mood been like in the franchise leading into this season?
Okay, I'll take that. I think I was not part of the team last year, but I know what happened last year. And I think as a franchise, it was the first time we got into a franchise. So it's a learning experience. So I think from what we did last year, the mistakes or what didn't we do, because most of the things it was not a mistake, it's that we didn't know how things are going. This franchise system is new to us, so I think we have taken a huge step this year, right? We are more focused on the training. We have picked the players to the best of the ability of the wallet, and what we are working with the team, we have things like outings to get to know the players. So we are working on the team, and I think there's a long way to go. Compared to last year, I think we have taken a drastic step forward, and it's good. And at the moment, as the manager, I feel we are ready to compete because even all the teams are very balanced. On a given day, anyone is beatable, and on a given day, anyone can win. So we are ready, or we are getting ready, and I think next year we would be better. So it's a learning experience, and we will keep going
step by step. Sometimes the best stories in sport come from teams that have something to prove, right? Like you said. Do you feel that you as a team, are you entering this with a point to prove, or are you, like Asri said, kind of on the learning curve still?
I would say on the learning curve, I mean, it's always a learning experience. And I think with the leagues, as opposed to regular tournaments, I think it brings like more team identity and crowd connection and a lot of intensity, which is like really great.
Asri, agree?
No, I agree. I think when it comes to Upeka, I think she can have, it might be two different things. For her, I think she has to compete and to do better. I mean, we want the league to be successful also, and for the league to be successful, the players have to improve. And I mean, now there are players world ranked or Asian ranked, and what we want to see is in a couple of years that from our league we have where we have ranked players, and we would want to see Upeka as our number one ladies player there one day, and that is from the players side. And from the management side, as I said before, it's a learning curve. We are learning things every day, how to do things, sometimes new things, things that no one has done. So it's coming to us. So we discuss, we have meetings with the owners to see exactly what we can do, what we need. Definitely, looking back, we have done much better this year, and we'll take a cue after the league is over, and we'll do better next year.
If I was to ask each one, describe the Ella Archers in one word.
I can't use really one word, but I think our chemistry is really great as a team. And I love that. We back each other up. So great chemistry.
Okay.
2 words.
Shaitika?
I would say winning mindset.
Okay. Have you been around them in their practice sessions?
Yes, actually we do, and we are. I mean, wanted to collaborate more and more and see how sustainable things that they are trying to do with
That's very cool.
The sport.
And Asri?
I think looking at what Upeka said, I think compared to the first day of practice to up to now, definitely a lot of synergy. The team is getting along very well, supporting each other. So I see, it's not one word, but hungry to win, right? So definitely
point to prove.
I mean, it is a league, and I mean, you don't enter a league to lose or to participate. The whole purpose of I mean, I'm come from, I mean, I know you also for a long time, from a very competitive background. Since under 12 I have competed, so
it's hard to take that up.
And the whole purpose, and I think I'm part of the team as a manager also, is to bring that part to the team.
I'm glad you said that, because I think you have a unique perspective. One, yes, you are the first year managing the Archers, but you're also a paddle player yourself.
Yes.
Right? What made you take on this role of being team manager?
So, I mean, it's something interesting. One is that it's a new sport to Sri Lanka, and I also started as a hobby or for some physical exercise and got excited about it because it's interesting sport. So, and as I can't play, maybe I get you want to be part of the league and part of a team, and this is an area that I can contribute and to see how it goes.
Okay, and having been involved in sport, did that kind of make it easier? I know you touched on it before, but does it make it easier to understand it from the player's kind of point of view?
No, so the player's point of view definitely it understands. I mean, managing players, I mean, we have 6-7 players in the team. They have come from different backgrounds. So I talk to them, you know, when they play to see exactly, you know, that they will have different attitudes. So it's important to listen. I mean, something which I have done before. To see how they will. I mean, giving them breaks. Sometimes you see they are burnt out, and then you talk to the coach and say, you know, I think we give her a break next 2 days to chill. So all those things,
those
dynamics has to come in.
Asri, I want to keep talking to you, but we're going to go in for a very, very short break and be right back. Welcome back. We're sitting with the Archers, and I was in the middle of speaking to Asri, their team manager. Getting back to you, Asri, you've been with the squad now a few weeks, maybe a few months.
Yeah.
What has been your first impressions of this group, and is there anyone who really excites you?
No, I think the whole team excites me because the attitude they have. You know, everyone, I usually, you know, I have not in the Sri Lankan team, but I have also, when I was in uni, I was an assistant coach too. So, you know, there I have come across people who are not lazy, but who have, we have to drag them into practice and, you know, to push them. Here, what I have seen is all the players, nothing much to push. They are all very excited. Even for practice, we had, you know, earmarked like everyone to get one hour extra coaching or one-to-one, but we have so many people putting their hands up and say, no, I need to work on this, I need to work on that, then they get more, 2 or 3 lessons for the week. So my job is also much less because easier because they are pushing themselves, they are all excited, so it's good.
As manager, what's the hardest? Keeping the players happy, keeping the owners calm, or keeping everyone happy?
I think it's part, all three are part of it, but I think the owners, I have to say we have great owners. They are, as I said before, hands-on, much more into the getting the team going, and so there is no problems with the owners, very much happy with them. The players, as I said, thank God, they are more self-motivated and looking forward to the league and to compete. So I think I'm looking forward to the league now, or the last couple of days, where we have to do a little bit of nitty-gritty stuff to get things ready. But I think and I think the league is also, all 8 teams are very well balanced, so it can go either way. So it's going to be very strategic. It's going to be how...
It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and who comes to battle on that day matters. So good.
Thanks, Asri. And I think it's time we bring Upeka into this conversation, because ultimately all this work that's happening is so that players like you can compete. Upeka, you've experienced regular tournaments. You've also experienced the franchise environment playing last year as well. What makes SLPL different as a player?
So like I said before, I feel like the leagues bring in a lot of team effort. I think there's more crowd connection and a lot of intensity. So every match is big. Every match feels big more than a regular tournament. So I feel like the energy is a little bit more different than a regular tournament. It's more hyped up and fun.
And looking at your teammates, who are you most excited to play with and share the court with?
I can't really pinpoint a single player, but honestly all of them, because anyone that brings in a lot of energy or competitiveness, I would be happy to play alongside them. I can't really pinpoint a single player, you know.
You are one of one of the leading female players in the league. How important is it to see women play this sport and also be part of this franchise league?
It's quite important, actually. There's a great visibility. It brings a great visibility, but at the same time, it shows a lot of upcoming players, younger players, that there's like a space for women to compete, at this level, and they can belong at this level. So I feel like that's really important, and I'm so happy to showcase that for the younger generation.
You kind of know all the players over the years. And this is not only for your archer squad, but is there one player that you've been watching that's in one of the teams that you're very excited to kind of almost play against?
I would say Rodri from Trinco Titans, because he's like a pro paddle player, so we don't get to play against pro players as much. So I feel like it's an honor and it's a great experience to play against someone like that.
Okay. And of course, none of this happens without strong partners supporting the franchise. Chetika, what was it about the Alla Archers that made you want to be associated?
I think listening to these two, I'm pretty much sure that we have made a correct decision in terms of coming on board with Alla Archers. So I would say when it's come to the Black Knight, so why we have chosen Alla Archers is that it was a very natural fit. Basically, we are not mainly focusing on the performance, but the values that we are sharing as a brand and as well as the franchise. So how can we come to one platform? That would be the ideal way that we have been thought through all this time, and I think we have made the right decision on that.
We see from the league more and more brands coming in and wanting to look at sports partnerships. What opportunities did you see in a property like the Sri Lanka Padel League?
Basically for us, if I'm not mistaken, because this is one of the emerging sport in Sri Lanka, as well as more young people and more youth is getting attracted to the sport. I think that's the main point and the plus point that Black Knight is, of course, because we are the brand who is always been the front runner of the youth of Sri Lanka. So I think that will give us or create us the best platform in terms of coming on board for the Padel League.
And looking ahead, you've already said you want to continue with the Archers. We're almost giving you no choice here now. What hopes do you have for this continuation with the team and with the league?
The team and the league, yes, definitely their winning mindset and also the way they think about the sport and the sportsmanship, how sustainable they are trying to create this whole platform together. I think that would be the most important part for me. And then as a brand, of course, we have to see through in terms of we need to get those insight and foresight in terms of for the brand benefit as well. But Black Knight is always a brand that's going to create something impactful for the Sri Lankan youth. I think this is a great platform and it enable us to do that. So that's what I believe at this point.
Well, it's clear that there's plenty of belief in the Alla Archers camp heading into the SLPL 2026. Thank you, Asari. Thank you, Pekka. And thank you, Chetika, for joining us today. The Sri Lanka Padel League returns on the 18th to the 21st June at the Padel House CRNFC. And you can catch all the action right here on Pure Sports. We'll see you courtside.